Welcome to Maximal Being,
a podcast devoted to ditching fad diets and using real science to get you healthy and feeling great.
I'm Doc Mok, a GI and functional medicine doctor who harnesses the power of gut health to get you achieving your goals.
And I'm Jacky P, a well-informed layman who challenges the experts and asks the questions that you want.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or leave a comment.
And now, on to the show.
What's going on? Maximal Beings, Mok here with maximalbeing.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment. It does help us to get the word out. If you have any questions, you can email us at team@maximalbeing.com. Enjoy the episode.
So, if you've been listening, it's Jacky P, Doc Mok. We're just talking about the state of, legislative impact on medicine, right? And how, unfortunately, some folks have had to miss some treatments, and how basically it's I think a scary world in the medical space, because there are folks that are not credentialed to making decisions, which is impacting folks widely across the country. So pay attention, everyone. Read and listen. Ask doctors, talk to Doc Mok, reach out to Doc Mok, but we will figure it out.
And though we're working around it. Like, there's ways to work around all of this. Like, we're finding ways to still get people what they need, despite all of this nonsense. So
But now, as promised, one of my favorite things that we do, the old Shammergram. I have 3 Shammergrams, and as always, if this is your first time listening, we pull internet clips of people talking something health or nutrition related, and Doc Mok has not seen these clips, and we will watch them, and we'll say, hey, this is good information, this is bad information, and we'll take it from there. So, Doc Mok, your 3 choices are Comfrey, Camfrey, Comfrey. I don't know if that's what that is. Banana, also great title. And one's food quality, which I already figure I know where that's probably going. Which should we do first?
let's do banana.
Banana. I
Banana. Yeah.
I like banana. Yeah. So, all right. Don't mind my boops. So I do when I share screens. All right. Oh, this is Joey Diaz, who is a character. I'll just put it that way. All right, here we go.
Eating a banana and putting a banana in a blender is 2 different things. I did not know that. One day I was making coconut milk. One day I said, let me put a banana in this motherfucker just to see. And I'm like, damn, this is delicious. I gained weight that week. I didn't know what it was.
From the banana?
When you blend a banana, it's 8 points. Because when you eat fruit, the saliva in your mouth breaks the fruit down and it digests the sugar a different way. When you bypass that enzyme in your mouth, that's when you get 300 pounds like Uncle Joey.
First, apologize for the cursing if someone was offended, didn't realize, but it's Joey Diaz. It's probably his only vocabulary. I think I got this one, Doc. May I?
Yeah, do it.
I feel like I've got this one. So yeah, he's correct in a way, because when you eat fruits, the fiber, the sugar and the fiber together slows down how quickly it hits your system, which lowers your sugar response, glycemic response, right? So it's not as bad as if you blend a banana, because then you kind of lose that fiber, and it's essentially like drinking juice. And that's why the sodas and the juice is so dangerous, because that sugar hits your system immediately. I'm pretty sure I missed some key points there, Doc, but I think that was the gist. How did I do?
I think you did pretty well. Do you want to take over Health and Human Services, or?
I'm a doctor now, guys. I did it.
I think he's ready. I think he's ready. No, I mean, you're right. Like pre-processing things that have fibers in them will decrease, not 100%, like will somewhat decrease the effectiveness of that fiber, which is like a nice little scrub brush going through your GI tract, cleaning up the pieces. It helps you to like retain water as you're breaking things down and add bulk to your stool so that you go to the bathroom normally. And yeah, so if you break it down, you're more likely to have a higher response to the sugars that are in those fruits. He did state one thing that like it bypasses the amylase.
Enzymes.
Yeah, amylase in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's not true. Anytime you put something in your mouth, it's exposed to amylase, which is that enzyme, and your pancreas makes more amylase than your salivary glands do. So you're again exposed to amylase when it gets into the small intestine. So that part was a little bit of a reach, but the general concept, I totally understand.
I got to say, I did not think Joey Diaz on what I think that was Joe Rogan would dispel some good nutritional knowledge. Shout out. Like that was good. I was like, I honestly didn't know where that clip was going, so I was kind of concerned too. But that was good. Right. Yep. So eat your fruit. I mean, it's okay to blend it, but eat your fruit. Fiber. No one gets enough fiber.
In moderation, right?
In moderation, yes.
Yeah, we say healthy fruits and vegetables, like a little bit of fruit, a lot of vegetables, like fruit, lots of sugar, vegetables, low sugar content.
Yeah. And also just track your fiber. Fiber is hard to come by when you like look at it. I was looking at some Metamucil pills, it was like 2 grams for like 3 tablets. I'm like, geez, I'm not gonna get you there. So
yeah, most Americans eat like 10 grams of fiber. The recommendation by the government is 20 grams. In order to have normal bowel function, you probably need more like 40 grams. I eat about 50 grams a day. So more is better.
More is better.
Are you looking for high-quality, evidence-based supplements to support your functional medicine practice? Look no further than FullScript, the leading platform for healthcare practitioners to prescribe and order professional-grade supplements. As a functional medicine and gastroenterology doctor, I trust FullScript to provide me with a wide range of high-quality supplements that meet specific needs of my patients. Their extensive product catalog includes trusted brands, ensuring that I have access to the best options for my patients' health. That's right, FullScript offers a comprehensive selection of supplements, including vitamins, minerals, botanicals, and specialty formulations, all sourced from reputable manufacturers. Plus, their rigorous quality control ensures that you're getting products that meet the highest quality standards of purity and potency. And what I love most about FullScript is the convenience it offers. With their user-friendly online platform, I can easily browse, prescribe, and manage supplement protocols for my patients. It saves me valuable time and streamlines the ordering process. Absolutely, FullScript makes it easy to create customized protocols for your patients and track their progress. Plus, they handle all the logistics from inventory management to shipping, so you can focus on what matters most, providing excellent care to your patients. So if you're ready to take your functional medicine practice or wellness to the next level, visit us.fullscript.com/welcome/maximalbeing. That's us.fullscript.com/welcome/maximalbeing to receive your 15% discount on customized supplements and check Maximal Being's standardized protocols for gut health. FullScript has been a game changer for my practice, and I know it will be for yours. Don't miss out on this incredible resource for functional medicine practitioners and patients alike today.
All right, so we got food quality and Comfrey or Comfrey. Maybe it's just a typo. What are you thinking, Doc, here?
I mean, I'm intrigued as to what Comfrey is. I don't really know what that could be. So let's just pick that because I want to know more. Yeah.
Now, I'm afraid we're going to play a clip, but I'm just butchering how it's actually pronounced. But here we go.
Now, Comfrey contains a growth stimulant, so wherever you apply Comfrey, it's going to stimulate rapid healing. Its nickname is knit bone because of its ability to knit bone. and it can knit tendons and ligament and tissues. So if you use Comfrey in the winter, you use the root. If you use Comfrey in the spring and summer, you use the leaves. The smaller leaves are very, very potent. It's excellent on bones. We had a lady, she broke her leg, she broke her tibia and her fibula, and she had a crushed knee. The bone was not sticking through the skin, but it was poking up like a tent. Anyway, we had a guy there that knew bones, and he said, "Hold on, Katie," and he realigned it. The ambulance came, took her away. She was in hospital 3 weeks, and they would not operate because her leg was so swollen. And her husband was getting frustrated with this, so he brought her home. Every night we grated up the Comfrey root, we made a poultice, and then I'd pour a little bit of boiling water on it to soften it a bit and warm it and put it on the leg. And you know, that lady totally healed. And it was probably about 3 months and she was running.
Comfrey? I'm sure you have plenty to say about the dogmok, but like, I feel like the saying that it was healed, like that the body's gonna heal itself if you did nothing but wrap it up and keep it from moving. So like, I don't feel like that's impressive, like literally. But I've never been heard of Comfrey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a plant with like a purple sort of fruiting body to it or flower. It contains allotonin, which does help with skin growth. Something called rosmarinic acid, which is an anti-inflammatory and it has some healing properties. And it also has tannins, which are again kind of like an anti-inflammatory, but it also contains a toxic chemical called pyrrolizidine. And that particular toxin has been linked to liver damage as well as cancer. So I don't doubt that perhaps there are compounds within that plant that may aid in regeneration of skin cells. But there are a lot of potential very dangerous effects of this plant as well. And I might also add that this is probably like this person that we've seen her talk before, and I feel like she speaks in such absolutes. And this is like an observational bias, right? So if I break my leg and don't use Comfrey and wait, it will eventually heal itself because our body is designed to do that, especially if somebody's realigned the joint, right? And she didn't talk about any of the medical things that were done, like where they casted, where they splinted, immobilized. And actually, a lot of fractures don't need to be repaired surgically. A compound fracture where it's sticking through the skin probably does. For a better outcome. But I don't. She kind of omitted that part to make her point. So I think it's dangerous again, where people like take one case that they've seen something happen and then say that it applies to all people without understanding the potential dangerous effects of what they're recommending.
Yeah. Also, again, we've said it before, that like music, immediately I get like a response like, this is all fake. I don't even care. There could be some guy saying 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4 for 30 seconds. I hear that do. I'm like, this guy's lying.
Like,
it's all nonsense.
Scientology.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's fake.
Scientology.
It's fake math.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
and we did this in 2020 with ivermectin, right? And I just did an episode talking about Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson talking, and how Mel Gibson was like, I have 4 friends that have cancer and they took ivermectin and it cured their cancer. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that, bro. Like, like everybody said ivermectin is like the cure for COVID, but like turns out when you do a randomized trial, 2 of them with 3,500 patients, 1,500 patients against placebo, nothing, right? Fake pill that looks like ivermectin, it makes no difference. Right? That's the way to do a trial like this. So you have people with fractures do nothing, or standard medical practice, add Comfrey. Otherwise, there's like all these other variables at play, right? You want to look at one variable and test that. many people.
Yeah. And
Because
that's
I may
also
heal
just
differently, than you.
yeah, it's just, and also it's a scientific method, right? Like if they're still teaching that anymore, like you gotta have your control. You gotta have your control.
Exactly.
Um, and also actually just curious this is like a very, I don't know, like how I'll explain this. So like it actually reminds me of, so Ashley's abuela used to, I mean, she's super cute, but she's had like knee issues. So she would rub like Vaseline on her knee. And she'd say, oh, like sink down into my joints. Right. And this woman basically kind of alluded to the same thing because the bone is broken, but she's still just putting it topically on her skin. From a pure, just like medical perspective, like, is that something that can be done? Like, if you put something topical in your skin and it helps your physical structure below, like
Yeah.
your joints and bones, like, is that a thing?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it definitely can. The biggest thing that comes to mind is capsaicin or lidocaine, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we absorb capsaicin, we can put it onto joints, and it can reduce the inflammation in that joint because our skin is a very potent absorptive surface, right? We have so much redundant surface area to absorb things. So yeah, definitely that
Yeah.
can work for
Okay.
some things. So I don't doubt that maybe Comfrey can help with like wound healing and reducing inflammation, but did it fix the bone? Like, no, that person's body probably did it on its
Yeah.
own because that's what
Yeah.
we do as people.
Yeah. Yeah. Millions of years of evolution fixed that bone,
Yeah.
actually.
So like
So
if she had just said like we put it on this compound fracture and the wound healed a little bit better, like, okay, cool. Like
oh, I'll
I'm
take
with
that.
you. Yeah. But to say like do this instead of getting surgery,
Yeah.
I don't want that. Like if you want that
Yeah.
out there, go for it. Go for
Yeah.
it. I
And
won't
also like
I will challenge you to a run after we do
yeah. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And also like why there's probably a reason why they said they didn't want to do surgery. Like maybe because she didn't need it. Like they put it back in place and immobilized it. And like, yeah, let
Right.
the human body, which is insane, do its thing, you know?
Yeah. Right.
So
And also, if a surgeon is saying don't do surgery, there's probably a
yeah,
reason
yeah,
for it at that
yeah,
time. Like you may
yeah,
die during
yeah, yeah,
surgery.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
there's an
It's yeah,
alternative. Yeah, I mean, a lot
yeah,
of orthopedic injuries are. I'm not an orthopedic doctor, but
yeah,
I know orthopedists. I work with orthopedists. I did do a medical school rotation. I understand the science behind it, and like a lot of fractures are repaired non-operatively. Like that's
yeah,
just a big part of orthopedics.
yeah. So
Are you a healthcare practitioner searching for a comprehensive solution to streamline your patient referrals and improve collaboration with other practitioners? Look no further than Rupa Health, the ultimate platform for integrative and functional medicine practitioners. As a healthcare practitioner, I've struggled with the traditional referral process for labs. It's time-consuming, inefficient, and often lacks the necessary communication between providers and patients. But ever since I started using Rupa Health, everything has changed. That's right, Rupa Health is revolutionizing the way that practitioners connect and order lab work with their patients. Their advanced platform allows you to effortlessly send and receive patient lab referrals and secure their information, sending them the kits directly. This makes the communication directly with other patients and practitioners easy to take care of. I can't stress enough how much time and energy Rupa Health has saved me. With just a few clicks, I can easily order lab work and track their progress, and then I receive the results directly into my inbox, which I can send to the patients automatically with recommendations. Absolutely, Rupa Health's extensive network of lab testing and curated, integrated, and functional medicine testing allows practitioners to receive the highest quality of care and dedicate their practice to a patient-centered, holistic approach which aligns perfectly with the values of healthcare in a functional medicine practice. Plus, Rupa Health provides you with excellent customer support. Their team is responsive, knowledgeable, and always helps with assistance in billing questions and how kits are shipped to your patients. They are dedicated to helping practitioners like us provide the best possible care for our patients. And if you're a patient listening, it allows you to seamlessly order your lab testing and receive all of the necessary information. Rupa Health has been a game changer for my practice, and as you know, it will be for yours too. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to save on lab testing by heading to labs.rupahealth, that's rupa.com/store/storefront_ V as in Victory, G as in Grape, X 00400. That's labs.rupahealth.com/store/storefront_ V as in Victory, G as in Grape, X 0040. I'll see you later, Maximal Beings.
All right, last but not least, we've got food quality.
Let's do it.
Boop.
When I'm at Gold's here in Los Angeles, sometimes people come up to me and they want to talk. And I was talking to a girl about weight loss, and she was saying, I can't lose weight. And I said, what are you doing? She said, well, I'm just trying to do as much cardio as I can, stair stepper, rower, and I'm trying to eat less. And I said, that's a race to the bottom. The only thing you're going to do, you might lose weight, but gradually you're going to tank your thyroid, which is sort of this metabolic gland in your neck that determines your basal body temperature and your overall metabolism. You're going to destroy that. And not necessarily physically, but functionally, your thyroid is just going to go lower and lower and lower. This is what happens when we starve ourselves. This is what we see in ketogenic diets. The thyroid turns down, the body temperature goes down, the resting heart rate goes down, because we're going into this pseudo hibernation state because the body thinks we're starving. And so if you over exercise and you limit foods, your body's going to think you're dying. Yeah. And your body's going to slowly just turn you down and slowly make you a colder version of yourself, slowly make you a more sluggish version of yourself to not move because you're dying. And when food becomes available and you have abundance and you eat a bunch of honey and some fruit and some meat and some organs, your body's going to say, hallelujah, I have abundance now, and start to recover the thyroid decline that you've incurred. So the way to lose weight is not to think about calories. It's to think about food.
Yeah.
Food quality.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, I agree with that.
All right.
I feel like I talk to people all the time about that sort of stuff. Like what he's not saying, or maybe he knows this and is just saying it in more of like a consumer friendly way, is that like, yeah, when we restrict calories, when we don't have enough like cholesterol in particular, it affects the generation of all of our sex hormones and all of our stress hormones. And then when we lack other certain things like iodine, right, we can't make thyroid hormones, which are vital basically. That's what hormones do. They affect like every organ in our bodies. So yeah, like if your body is in a starvation state, it's going to not want to do a lot. But if you're well fed, like your body's going to want to like fight and have sex and do all these sorts of things because you have enough fuel to do that and pass on your genes. Like that's how we're designed as human beings. I do think a lot of people go wrong with just like, I'm going to not eat a lot and I'm going to do cardio.
Yeah. It's just a bad, it was the broscience, right? It's like,
yeah, exactly. Calories in, calories out. That's it. Like, yeah, but I think food quality matters a lot. So good for that guy.
Cool. All right.
Was that Paul Saladino, the carnivore diet guy?
It looked like him, but I don't know for sure. I can double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. And also like if weight loss, it's speak with someone who is licensed and credentialed to help you walk through it. Yeah, it is possible. Yeah.
Obesity is so complicated, right? It can be hormone related, it can be related to insulin resistance, it can be microbiome related. There's just so many factors at play, and if you're like not identifying those toxins that are making your fat cells more resistant to response, you're not going to win that battle. So it's just a matter of like doing some calculations, doing some anthropomorphic measurements, like your body fat percentage, and saying like, based upon this and your labs, this is the target that you need to get the biggest yield. But the unfortunate part of that, Jackie, is that like, if you are of lower socioeconomic class and you don't have the ability to get those things done, you're just limited by going to that corner store with like tons of garbage food in it. So it's hard.
Yeah.
And that divide's going to get worse.
Yeah. If you're in like a what they call it, a food desert, right? Where just which is way more folks are impacted than not. You know, it's tough to find good food too. I remember even still now, I still think about all the time, like, when you were in Cleveland, you used to have just like access to just like good local fruits and vegetables and meat and everything. And that stuff makes a difference. It really does.
We really don't have that in Florida. It's kind of pathetic, the food system down here. I mean, and to say a positive thing, like I know I've trashed RFK Jr. because of his like conspiracy theories, and he's like that second video, right? He like knows this much and then like takes it 10 steps beyond that and says everybody needs to do this way. But some of the things that he says, like with wanting to get rid of ultra processed food and repair the food system, like I'm assuming he's going to get in because that's just the way this whole thing is going. I really hope that he does that. I really hope some good that comes out of that. So he's probably not going to listen to this, but if he is, I challenge you to actually carry your mission forward in an age where we're just cutting everything out of the equation when you need more money for farms.
That would be awesome, because I remember reading an article like of all the things, like he was trying to get Red 40 and all those stuff out, which when I was just they just passed legislation on the food coloring that's not allowed to be used anymore. As I digress, I read that, I was like, holy moly, this I could get behind. Like just increasing, when you walk down the grocery store and you just see like foods that are colors that don't appear naturally in the world, like Quinn is dying to try these Takis, those Taki chips that are like bright red or bright blue. I'm like, dude, food should not look like that. It just should not. You cannot have. I'm sorry, dude. I just can't do it. But I also want to tell folks, it's if you are trying to keep track of what you eat, it is a Pandora's box. But I've been using that app, Yuka, Y-U-K-A. They don't pay me. They should though, because I've been telling everyone about it.
They should. If you're listening, give money to Jacky P.
Hey, send some money. But yeah, like Yuka's been great for us. And I tell people, control, don't go overboard, because then you're going to feel a lot of stress and anxiety about everything. And I definitely went through that phase as well. Like, oh my God, I can't eat anything except for like a stick of broccoli that I grew in my own backyard. So choose your wins, choose your battles. Some things you control, some things you can't. But I would say, and it is only anecdotal evidence, but Quinn had asthma, Quinn had eczema stuff, all this stuff, all these steroids and ointments. We started paying a little bit of attention to his snacks, things he eats every day, limited. And weirdly enough, I know it's causation isn't, or correlation isn't causation, but the things that we're scanning would say, oh yes, this can disrupt endocrine, or this can affect like the things that Quinn was dealing with. Some of the stuff he snapped on scan said, yes, this can affect those things. We said, hey, let's try to keep it out. So again, don't get me wrong, I'll put a Oreo or two back here and there, but within reason. So that's my little PSA for the folks that are listening.
But like Jacky, you're taking something that is based on evidence and applying it to your situation. Like they've already done the study proving that certain foods can cause eczema. You're using that good scientific data to apply it into your life. That's the way to do it. Like that is the way to do it.
So,
and it worked. Look at that.
It works. Yeah. No, his skin's already perfect and soft and rich and chocolatey and great. Like I don't want to be putting steroids on it. So
exactly.
But yeah, so DocMok, I think we're at our time here, but
yes.
I think we kind of went all over the place. So talked a lot about this stuff, but and any closing thoughts for the folks listening? Anything you'd like to get off your mind before we sign off?
Yeah, I think like have hope, stay positive, and take what Jacky P said at the beginning of this episode. Like, control the things that you can control and leave the rest by the wayside, and take care of yourselves. Okay. As always, I'm Doc Mok, and I'm here with Jacky P, and we're here to maximize your health.
The content included is not intended to be used as medical advice, and viewers should consult their physician or healthcare provider should they have additional questions. The viewers should not rely on information contained in these presentations for immediate or urgent medical needs. Additionally, if you think you have a medical emergency, call your physician or go to the emergency department or call 911 immediately. Never disregard professional medical advice or rely on seeking medical care or delay medical care due to information contained in this presentation. What's going on, Maximal Beings? Doc Mok here. If you haven't done so already, leave us a comment and hit the subscribe button. Let your friends and family know. That way we can get the word out and continue to bash the bro science.